Alright y'all, what's going on guys? Back again with another video, back again with another video. So you see this gorgeous and handsome face? Might I add, you already know that there's more Pokemon Go info. So in today's video, I got 3 topics I want to talk to you guys about. Now, I gotta make this really brief because I'm at work, and but I want to get this out for you guys. So basically, like I said, we're gonna be talking about 3 topics regarding Pokemon Go. So we're not gonna jump into this video now. We're gonna jump into this video right now. Let's go. Alright guys, so basically first things first, we're gonna be talking about Regirock, who's actually the tier 5 raid boss as of right now. Now, it says the legendary Pokemon Regirock rolls into earth rumbling raid battles. Now, we're going to talk about Regirock really quickly. Now, like I said in my previous video, I already know that everybody knows about Regirock, but I never went over this, so I'm going to be going over it in this video. And then I'm going to go on with the rest of the topics that I want to talk to you all about regarding Pokemon Go. So basically, here's this trainers. As another season of Pokemon's legendary year comes to a close, a legendary Pokemon originally discovered in the Horn region will emerge, Regirock, which began its domination of raid battles on August 16th. Now, Regirock, the Rock Peak Pokemon, has arrived on the scene and will take over raid battles from the Steel-type legendary Pokemon Registeel until September 20th. This Rock-type legendary Pokemon has a sturdy defense, but is weak to water, grass, fighting, ground, and Steel-type attacks. That's the only problem with Rock types; they're weak to just about everything. Now, it says, don't miss your chance to catch this legendary Pokemon before it disappears. Stay safe and happy exploring the Pokemon Go team. So basically, Regirock, like I said, is in battles, is in the tier 5 raid battles. It already started yesterday, or I believe the day before. And it lasts all the way up until September the 20th. And then after then, I'm not really sure what tier 5 raid boss is actually next. We're probably going to see Regirock, which is a Gen 4 Pokemon, which is what I was talking about in my previous video. So make sure you go check that out. The link is going to be in the description for that, if you want to check it out. Hope you do. Make sure you smack a like on that video. Now, with that being said, we're going to have to basically wait to see who the next tier 5 raid boss is right after this, right after Regirock. A lot of people saying they don't really care for the Regi trio, but you still want to add your Pokedex filler, because you still want it to be inside your Pokedex rather than not. So yeah, because some people raid it only once and then they stop raiding because they don't really care about it anymore. But like I say, it's better to have it in your Pokedex and then do whatever you're gonna do right after that. But anyway, enough about that. We're gonna go on to the next topic. So guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, so basically now we're going to talk about the newest APK code that actually dropped. It actually dropped yesterday, I believe last night, or no, it actually dropped this morning. So here it says, new in Pokemon Go 0.115.2 APK Meteor Mash. Now that's a move that Clefairy can use. It's a move that Metagross can use, and I believe one other Pokemon, but I believe it's going to say that down below, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Notifications overhaul, friend QR codes, and a metric ton of quality of life updates. Alright, now here's just another day, another APK, or as the old song says, another girl, another planet. Now, good morning everyone. For them, now it's the afternoon for us. Anyhow, let's see what's new in the latest and greatest Pokemon Go update. Pokemon Go 0.115.2 APK teardown. And sorry, but there's no Gen 4 in this release, aside from the network traffic leak that was released yesterday. So this is basically what's in there. Badge _ Pokedex _ entries _ Gen 4 _ title Sinnoh. So obviously we're getting Gen 4 and it is coming closer, but like Niantic said, it's supposed to come after the Safari Zone event. Which actually starts next month. So we basically just gotta wait, but it is getting closer and closer to Gen 4 as Niantic is releasing more and more. What do you call that? They just releasing basically like little hints left and right that we're getting Gen 4. Gen 4 is actually getting closer. So yeah, the rest of it just says Sinnoh. So you guys get the idea on that. So we're gonna jump into the rest of this, and basically, like I said, Meteor Mash here has been added in this APK teardown. Okay, so here it says, although it's not yet visible in the code base, the visual assets that are bundled with the APK contain 5 references to a new move, Meteor Mash. Meteor Mash is normally available only for, and these are the Pokemon I was mentioning before, it's available for Clefairy, Metang, and Metagross, which speaks volumes about the future potential of Beldum Community Day. So, hopefully, we'll see this move if we ever have a Beldum Community Day. A lot of people love that because shiny Metagross is actually white, and that's pretty cool, and it has like a golden X in the middle of its face. I think it's awesome. So anyway, it says here are the references. So basically you got to click. So these are basically what's in the APK. You obviously see Meteor Mash. So anyway, here they're letting you know that Meteor Mash is indeed in the APK, like I just mentioned. Now it says basically the APK contains Meteor Mash's game object particle system and transforms required to display it, but also shows that it's a part of fx.pokemon attack fx namespace. Interesting. We could be seeing a Metagross renaissance in the nearby future. We also want to apologize to our readers for not including this information in the first pass through the APK, but the sad reality is that our tooling wasn't up to date and wasn't displaying these assets properly. Huge kudos to Kelvin91 for helping us diagnose the issue. Now, mistakes happen and we're not happy about it, especially when it happens because we didn't sharpen our mining picks accordingly. Now, here, notification overhaul. As you will notice, as soon as you update, the in-game notification system has been significantly overhauled, featuring a new toast that has a lot more information than the previous ones. So basically, this is going to be the new look for the nearby. So whenever a raid is getting ready to start, it basically it's going to notify you like it already has been, but they tweaked it a little bit because it's a little bit different, and they're letting you know what raid, because sometimes you just see just the egg and it'll say raid starting soon, but it doesn't show you exactly which raid is starting soon. So now they're actually showing you by the Pokestop of which raid is actually starting soon. So I think that's pretty cool. I just believe that Niantic should implement something on top of this to let us know how many people are in the raid before you actually even get there, so you won't have to waste your time before you actually get there. You'll actually know who's in the raid, like I said, so you won't have to waste your time. So it'll make a lot more sense. So anyway, we're going to jump into this. It says it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's nice to see that notifications are now actually useful and clickable in the most cases. We're excited to see how NIA will use this new UI to relay even more information in the future, as there's a ton of changes in the APK that relate to notification messages and implementation. Now, this is about adding friends via QR codes. We're seeing large traces of QR code support for adding friends, all the way from QR barcode readers to in-game flags related to players performing this action. Now, although the feature is not yet released, we presume it's in active testing and should become available in the nearby future. At last, the future has a hidden UI as well. Add friend by QR guide controller, US name text, QR code display, and trainer background. That's also in the APK mine. Now, and a new tab that will be displayed somewhere once it's live. Show _ header _ background _ position, friend _ code _ tab, QR _ code _ tab. Now, this is something here that I want to talk to you guys about. It's pretty interesting. So we're going to jump into this topic right now. Okay, so here, the EX Pass sharing with friends. We're completely confused with this code change, but apparently there is now an option to share quote-unquote EX raid passes with your friends. Now, it's unclear whether this refers to just sending a notification to your friend or refers to actually sharing the EX invitation in scenarios when you can't attend. Time will tell. So basically, you can actually, I guess, share your EX, like when you earn an EX raid pass, you might be able to, now this is not definitely, because like they said, it's unclear. So basically what they're saying is we might be able to share our EX raid pass. So if you can't make it to your raid to get a Mewtwo or whatever EX raid boss we might be getting in the near future after Mewtwo, we might be able to share that EX raid pass, which would be pretty cool, because sometimes you can't make it because you probably have to work or go to school or something like that where you can't make it. So I think that would be pretty cool if this is actually implemented within the game. So if Niantic implements this, this will be totally cool, because this way people won't have to, say, oh, I won't be able to make it, or this, that, and the third. You won't have to postpone it or anything like that. So this will actually be pretty cool. But at the same time, don't forget, you still need people with the EX raids. So basically, you're still going to always be able to raid, because if you can, as long as you can keep passing on your raid to somebody so they can use it, you will always be able to raid and get your Mewtwo or your EX raid, or whichever Pokemon is the next EX raid, like I said, right after Mewtwo. So basically here it says activity _ share _ EX _ raid _ pass share _ EX _ raid _ pass accept _ shared _ EX _ raid _ pass decline _ shared _ EX _ raid _ pass. Now that last line with the decline and the one above it is accept. So I guess you gotta probably, if somebody shares it with you, like, you can decline it. Maybe you don't want to raid, or you already have a Mewtwo, or you have a bunch of Mewtwo's and you don't care for it, because now they got trading out. You can trade for Mewtwo, so it really doesn't care. I mean, it doesn't really matter if you have an EX raid pass or not, because like I said, trading has been implemented now in the game, so you could probably decline it. If, however, you still want to raid, you can accept it and then probably be able to pass off your EX raid pass and be able to use that in the raid, so you can gain Mewtwo or the next follow-up EX raid boss right after Mewtwo. So this will be a ton of hype. We'll have to see in the near future. So guys, stay tuned. We're going to get into the next part, which is the Niantic kids. Alright, here, now it says Niantic Kids is here. As announced in an earlier post, Niantic Kids is a new login method aimed at kids and parents who want more control over what data their kids share online. And with Niantic, well, it's here and it's live for parents and kids who want to use it. Guys, stay tuned real quick. Alright guys, so really quickly, what this is basically, this is a new way for kids to play Pokemon Go, but so kids, their parents can have more control over, what they, like what kind of information they put out there, whatever, because, well, you know how you post things and everything like that on Pokemon Go and everything like that, and basically they just want the kids to be careful, and it gets the kids to start playing Pokemon Go all at the same time when they start their very first account. So actually, this is pretty cool. So they're a young, starting trainer, just like Ash Ketchum from Pallet Town. He started his journey as a little kid, although it's funny how he stays the same age, but whatever, that's nor here or there. But yeah, so with that being said, guys, we're going to basically jump into the next thing. But I think this is still pretty cool, though, that the parents get to participate in the kids playing Pokemon Go and starting a new account, and it gets them out there catching Pokemon. So basically, that's pretty cool. And then, like I said, the parents, can basically watch how they putting information out there while playing Pokemon Go. So parents, thumbs up for you, thumbs up for the kids. Everybody's happy, and people can start playing Pokemon Go at a younger age when they start their account. So we're gonna jump into the more on the next topic. So guys, stay tuned. Alright, so basically this is about smaller changes and quality of life improvements. Now, it says you can now find your lucky Pokemon by searching lucky. So, if you have any lucky Pokemon through trades, all you have to do is type in the word lucky. It works just like if you was to type in the word shiny, and all your shiny Pokemon basically pop up. It says you can now search Pokemon by their nicknames. So if you nickname them anything, it'll pop up, which I think is a good idea, because most of my 100 IV Pokemon, I typed in 100. So now when I go to type in 100, all my 100 IV Pokemon will basically pop up, and I think that's great, because I've been wanting that for a long time now. I don't know why Niantic didn't implement this before, but it doesn't matter, it's here, just like trading. So, it says friend notifications are now clickable and linked directly to that friend's screen. You can now stop sharing recently caught Pokemon with friends. Settings screen. Friends details are now cached, which should improve performance once clicking on that friend notification or just checking their in-game profile. It seems that trading some Pokemon could be explicitly allowed in the future, regardless of legendary or mythical status. Additional allow Pokemon IDs. Hopefully, I guess at some point we can also start putting legendary and mythical Pokemon inside gyms. We'll have to see, because only time will tell. Now here it says Pokestop drops now have a category attached to them. Usage unknown. So basically, when you, I think before or after you spin the Pokestops, it'll say exactly what's going to be in that Pokestop, so that way you can know what you're going to get before you spin it. So I think that's pretty cool. I think that's what they're saying. Basically, a new suspended status has appeared alongside banned and unauthorized device statuses. The friends list now shows which friend has already received your gift today. Finally, the fabled gray arrow. So basically, uh, whoever received your gift or gotten your gift or whatever, their name I guess will pop up in some way, shape, or form. And basically, like I was saying about the suspended status, that's why they say a new suspended status has appeared alongside banned and unauthorized device status. So if you're suspended, all of that's basically gonna pop up if you're cheating or whatever, spoofing, whatever. You know, I still see nothing wrong with spoofing, and I will always never see nothing wrong with spoofing as long as you don't mess with the gems. You know, but like I said, I'll make another video about my ideas on spoofing and other things that Niantic could actually incorporate in Pokemon Go. Because like I said, there's a lot of things that Niantic can add to Pokemon Go. I mentioned something like this in my last video, so make sure you go watch that and check that out. Like I said, the link will be in the description below. Yeah, so basically here we're going to talk about new badges and information. So, and this is the Safari Zone Yokosuka badge, and it's only for those of you that's actually going to the Safari Zone event that starts next month, and it lasts all the way until I believe October somewhere, or middle or end of October. But this is basically all the badges. I'm not gonna read it. You can actually pause it and read this for yourself. I'm just gonna scroll right through it, and these are basically all of the badges that we're gonna be getting. Or if you're participating, these are what you're going to be getting. But as I see the dates here, I don't think it's going to last all the way to October. I think it's going to start on the 29th of this month, all the way to September 2nd. So basically, I had my facts wrong. So if I kept saying that, which I did in the last video, I apologize for that. But yeah, so basically it starts the 29th of this month and lasts all the way until September 2nd. I believe that's what it is. But anyway, we're going to jump into the rest of this. Now, it's going to be about existing bug fixes and changes. Now, this is actually pretty cool because, check it out, this is what we have here. It says berry glitch fixed. So basically what that is remember how in the game you would put a berry, like attach a berry to a Pokemon, and whenever you fled that Pokemon and you tried to come back in, solely for the people that actually was trying to do their research tasks when they were trying to catch their Raikou, and they can no longer do it, well now they can go back to catching their Raikou no matter if you attach your berry to a Pokemon or not, and come back into the screen, because Niantic has basically fixed this. So that's basically what's in this APK update. Fast catch still works, and friends list doesn't jump around randomly. So that's actually pretty cool, because a day I was coming from work, and it was at night, and I saw a wild Crobat at a Pokestop, and I went to go test it out. I threw a berry at it, and I ran from it, and I came back in. It was a giant blue screen, or dark purple screen, or whatever you want to call it. But I'm glad that that's fixed, or going to be fixed once this APK code drop sometime soon. So yeah, so basically we're gonna talk about our take on the APK, and this is their take. We're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna go jump into one more topic before I end this video. So basically, it says it's a big one. Regardless of the fact that there's no sign of Gen 4 yet, we'll get the APK eventually, but for now, it's comforting to see that Niantic is actively improving their existing feature set rather than just shoveling new features atop a pile of buggy existing ones, which is actually a smart idea, because as long as the game is buggy, there's really no point in adding updates. At one point I thought, well, they should add more updates, but it does make sense, because if the game is buggy, there's no sense in adding more updates and no more features. So that's really cool. Now it says friends list and gifting fixes are welcome. So is the new notification UI, and the addition of a brand new login method aimed at families, filtering by lucky quote-unquote search string, and the notification that you already sent a gift to a friend are just cherries on top of an already very appealing release. Update. Enjoy, stay safe outside. It's hot. You can snatch the new APK from APK Mirror. So basically, yeah, that's what that's all about there. So guys, now that hopefully you understood what's going on in this APK, and like I said, if we don't see Gen 4 by this month, we'll definitely see it between September and October, guaranteed. Because after the Safari Zone, which ends September 2nd, I believe, is when we'll basically see it. So it'll end sometime next month. So that's when hopefully we'll see Gen 4 sometime next month. If not, we'll definitely have Gen 4 by October, bar none. Because I don't think Niantic would do that, and it's been a long time. And like I said in the last video, don't forget we also have the Celebi quest that actually starts this Monday, which is cool because I'm off that day and the next day. So and it's going to be increased spawns of Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon. So that's actually pretty cool. It'll give the game more spice. This way, if you don't, whatever Pokemon you don't have, and this will actually tie into the whole trading deal. So now you can actually get more Pokemon, trade it, and it'll just be fun. It'll give more people more reason to get outside, and it's supposed to be nice that day, I believe. So hopefully you can go out there and enjoy, and you catch your Celebi. If you already have Celebi, you can you'll actually be able to get a ton of candy to power up your Celebi. For those of you that don't know, because I mentioned that in my last video, so that's why I said make sure you go check that out, and make sure you smack a like on it, and just let me know what you guys think about that video and this video here. So guys, stay tuned. I have one more piece of information to talk about before I wrap this video up. So guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, before I talk about that one topic, I forgot to mention also, they when they dropped the 0.115.3 APK they added something else too. It's the SSL and device permission changes. Now this is kind of freaky, so we're going to talk about this. So it says, trainers, a new minor update for Pokemon Go has appeared on and Google Play stores around the globe. Version number 0.115.3 on Android. We did a quick teardown of the APK and observed quite a lot of changes in the way the game handles security, root certificates, and SSL client-server communication layer encryption, but nothing game-wise. Now, given the recent privacy concerns that aroused with 0.115.2, we're hoping it fixed the issue with rooted devices and file scanning as well. Let's see what's new. So basically, they're doing something with rooted devices, I guess, to stop spoofing. Niantic is still going after the spoofers, which, I mean, it's pretty weird. And like I was saying, speaking of spoofers, I think Niantic's and FSU ATL, if you follow him, he mentioned this too. I believe in one of his videos or his live stream. I can't really remember, but that's not here or there. But basically, Niantic, whenever we get a new event or whatever, they're gonna be doing a force update. They're doing everything they can to stop spoofers. And like I said, I don't see no real reason why Niantic should stop spoofing. Like if people are in the hospital, or if it's cold outside or rainy outside, you don't want to go out there getting sick and then jeopardize you being in the hospital. They should have like a minimum time of when you can spoof, like for at least a half an hour, or you can obtain a or you can spoof, but you can't spoof to get a regional, but or do something to that nature. Or if you want a regional, you can get one like once a week or something like that, because it'll make the game more exciting. Some people don't really care for spoofing, but they'll do everything where you can't touch gems. Niantic could actually do something about that, because legit players only have problems with the gems, and they want to be able to earn their coins. But as far as catching Pokemon, it's no big deal about that. So basically, we're gonna jump into the rest of this. Now it says here, SSL and certificate changes. SSL, which stands for Secure Sockets Layer, is the standard security technology for establishing an encrypted link between a web server and a client, and Pokemon Go is using it to establish a connection between your game and Niantic servers, download model sprites, the game master file, etc. Now, it seems good, but you know how Niantic does that hidden thing where they try to stop spoofers. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Now, 0.115.3 contains traces of code changes in the SSL certificate handling subsystem, with a dozen of code lines referencing certificate authorities, algorithm choices, and key chains. Although these changes do not influence your day-to-day gameplay, additional better security layer is always a welcome change in our eyes. Now, it is possible that a majority of these changes seem to stem from a mono framework upgrade, rebuild, and not directly as a product of Niantic's code changes, but that's not likely, as mono.security package version has remained the same. Now we're going to talk about the permission changes. Now, we gave a lot of flack to Niantic in our recent post about 0.115.2 and how silently it reads through your system on Android, and we don't think we overreacted. Sniffing through the file system without notifying your user is quite alarming. Unfortunately, we're not seeing any permission changes that relate to that in 0.115.3. We are, however, seeing a new Android permission called read_phone_stat, which allows the following. Allows read-only access to phone stat, including the phone number of the device, currently cellular network information, the status of any ongoing calls, and list of any phone accounts registered on the device. Now, we're not sure what it is used for, as it's not visible from the APK itself. So basically what they're saying is there's a chance that, Niantic can actually look inside our phone and see what we have on our phone at this point. But guys, stay tuned for more. Alright guys, before I get into this topic, manage your hype responsibly, because Basically here, it's saying massive Pokemon Go leak reveals shiny models for all Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon, Kecleon and Gorbis. Now, Kecleon is a Gen 3 Pokemon, and Gorbis is also a Gen 3 Pokemon. So, we might actually, or they might be Gen 2. I think it might be Gen 2. But anyhow, it doesn't matter what gen they are. Gorbis and Kecleon are both not in the game, but they're talking about more shinies in the game. Now, they talked about this one time back in April, but it wasn't really true. But everybody was talking about it. Just like the shiny event that we're supposed to be getting sometime when Gen 4 drops. And I think this has something to do with it and has something, it might be connected to this event. No one really knows, but we're going to jump right into this, so stay tuned. Alright, now here it says, trainers, we are incredibly excited to share this with you. A new massive leak has just happened. And if you notice, it's in bold because, this might be something huge. Now, it says, after almost an hour and a half long stream, Trails has revealed shiny models for almost every Generation 1 and 2 Pokemon. As usual, credit goes to Trails, a mystic player, data miner, network analyst, and an overall awesome guy who just loves to leak Pokemon Go stuff. Now, before we share a massive collection of screenshots we've acquired, we just want you to clarify a few things. Number one, please be aware that this was majority of the new Pokemon who now have a shiny model and are not live or available at the moment you're reading this post. Now, be aware that what Trails does is beyond our comprehension, and we are just reporting on what was publicly broadcasted on the stream. Now, we don't know why some of his Pokemon have multiple 9 CPs or what is he using to get these models. Now, for 3, please be aware that from this point on, it's a wild land. Keep your expectations in check. Let me repeat myself. Keep your expectations in check, and that's what I was saying. That's what I was just saying too. Make sure you keep your hype down a notch, because this is not verified yet. This is just something that Trails basically found in the code, or whatever you want to call it. So we're gonna jump into this. Okay, so basically here, with that being said, there's really nothing much we can share besides the screenshots from the stream. You can follow Trails on Twitch and get notified whenever he goes live. That's what we did anyways. Now, these are all the shiny sprites that are what he had found. So you got shiny Corsola, Swinub, Piloswine, Macargo, Slugma, Ursaring, Teddiursa, and so forth and so on. So these are all the shinies, Gen 1 and Gen 2 Pokemon that we actually might be seeing. Now, like I said, as I'm scrolling through, I want to let you guys know, manage your hype responsibly, because remember, one time back on sometime in April, I think it was April 8th, I'm not really sure, but it was sometime before the summertime, everybody was talking about how all these shinies are going to be spawning all over the place and everything like that, and it never came to fruition. However, Niantic, or not even Niantic, it was just in the news that, that every news article based on Pokemon Go was talking about how we're supposed to be getting a shiny event when Gen 4 drops. So this might be part of it, but that's Gen 4. This is only Gen 1 and Gen 2 sprites, the shiny forms. So we might be seeing these first, and then the drop of shiny Gen 4 Pokemon. No one really knows, but I'm just sharing this with you guys because it looks interesting, and this is what everyone is talking about. Give me 1 second. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, getting back on topic. These are all the shinies. Now, that shiny Rapidash looks pretty cool. The blue flames, the shiny Ponyta. And if you're not really sure if these are the actual shinies, all you have to do is look at the current shinies that's in the game, and which it actually does match. So these are actually the real shinies of every Pokemon. Now, that golden Steelix is pretty cool. But there's Kecleon. Obviously, there's shiny Smeargle. And remember, some of these Pokemon can evolve into shiny variants of themselves in Gen 4. So this is actually pretty cool. So, like I said, guys, yeah, this is actually gonna be a ton of hype. If this is all true, we'll be getting a whole bunch of shinies. And after all, remember in my last video, that's why I was saying, make sure you go watch my last video, because I was talking about in another article how Niantic is they have uh a special community day. It's not special, but the way they was saying it, like the whole vibe was like it's something special. And they saying that you don't want to miss our last 2 community days for this year, which is September and October. So basically, you know, and then for us hearing all these shinies since before the summertime, and the shinies now for Gen 4, Gen 1, and Gen 2 being released, and Community Day, and all these shiny EVs and everything else like that. Manage your hype responsibly. You know, don't get overhyped. Like I said, I just want to share this with you guys really quickly. So we might see some shinies of Gen 1, Gen 2, who knows? But this is not confirmed yet. This is just something that Trails found in the data mine. So guys, basically, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Make sure you guys like, comment, sub, share this video wherever you share cool stuff. Comment down below, smack a like on this video, crush the notification bell so you stay updated on my latest videos. Make sure you turn post notifications on so you also stay up on my latest videos, so you won't miss one of my videos also. And yeah, and with that being said, peace and love. Stay humble, stay strong, keep your head up, and remember to always stay blessed. And I'm out. Peace. Right.